Welcome to He-Man 5 guys. Today I'm gonna be taking the review of the Ferrari SP1 and Ferrari SP2. It's called Ferrari Monza SP1 and Ferrari Monza SP2. Sorry for that. Sorry for the Ferrari. No worries. So let's begin. The SP1 in the silver color and the yellow stripe that goes horizontally from the bonnet and then continues to the brake calipers. They just look so nice, so clean. That's the thing, these cars are so clean. It doesn't have too many lines like the 812 Superfast has, for instance, or the Ferrari 488 Pista has. The Pista has don't even have lines. It has a big massive hole in the front. But these cars are just simple and they look very gorgeous. That's the thing. I love simple cars. They just look so nice. That Ferrari SP2, which will come in the picture. Okay, now it's coming. That is actually the SP2. So in the black also it looks pretty nice, I think. Well, you can't complain. These cars are nice. I think overall it is a simple, neat, clean Ferrari. These two Ferraris are just clean with a ton of horsepower, ton of fun, and a ton of coolness. So the engine of this car is directly taken from the 812 Superfast, but it has a little more horsepower than the 812 Superfast. The 812 Superfast has 800 horsepower, but this thing has 810 horsepower and 719 Newton meters of torque, and it will do 0 to 100 km per hour in 2.9 seconds and 0 to 200 km per hour in 7.9 seconds, and a top speed of over 300 km per hour. And from the front, the headlight design is actually something called the line of light. Ferrari calls it the line of light. Actually, the tail lights are called the line of light, and then that tail light, that line of the tail light continues from the side of the car and to the front headlights, creating a naked effect according to Ferrari. So the bonnet of this car is hinged at the front, and it opens in the opposite way like other cars, and it is called all carbon fiber one piece bonnet wing assembly. So pretty good name actually. And this thing also has dual clutch transmission, which is also very nice. I forgot to tell you guys one important thing. Stare at this car. Look at the front. It only has one single seat. It looks super cool. I just like it. There is nothing like it in the world. Look at that. I just love it. I just love it, man. It's so cool. Moving on to the side, you can see that it also has the line on the side which I was talking to, like the line of light, and it has 21-inch 5-spoke wheels which look really nice, and they just fit to this car. I just like those wheel spokes. They're really nice, and the tires are 275 by 30 at the front and 315 by 30 at the rear, and the suspension is slightly stiffer to increase the sportiness of this car, so you can enjoy in it. So I think that I forgot to mention the engine of this car. So this car has a 6.5 liter naturally aspirated V12. So next, if we move on to the back, you can see the line of light which I was talking to you, and you can see that it really continues from, it really starts from the back and then continues to the front. And the exhaust in this car, the dual exhaust, I am very anxious to hear the sound from the V12 of this car. I am sure that I'll be blown away by the sound that it makes, because I think it will be really loud, and like the Ferrari 812 Superfast and the GTC for Lusso, which are really two cool nice cars. So the taillight of this car looks really cool when it's lit up. I'll show you guys now. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Oh my god, wow. Look at the top end of this car, this is really nice. I really love that one seat, as there is no passenger seat. The passenger seat, the area for the passengers is covered by the, I think that is carbon fiber. I think only, I don't know especially which is that. Next, if we move on to the interior, you can see the Ferrari steering wheel and the gauge cluster, the climate controls, and a ton of buttons on to the right side of the driver. I don't know what that is especially for. Maybe the climate controls, maybe that. And look at the steering. I love Ferrari steering wheels. They're so cool. They have everything in it. The turn signal, the wiper controls, the start stop button, the mode selector, the headlight controls, and everything. So you don't have to look anywhere else and put the button down and up and screw yourself like other cars. So you'll be thinking that because it's so aerodynamic, so track focus, it doesn't have a gauge cluster. No, it has it. It has it. Look at the gauge cluster. It has two screens and one screen in the middle that shows you, I think, the RPM and the gear you're in. So this is the SP2, and you can see it is also very nice. And in the middle you can see one thick piece of carbon fiber separating the driver from the passenger, and that is really cool, really nice. And the seats in this car is the carbon fiber single piece seat, which is upholstered in leather. So this car also gives you sportiness and the luxury that you need from a Ferrari. Even though it doesn't have a very big windshield like other cars, it does have a tiny little windshield up in the front on the driver's side, and on the passenger side, actually it has two windshield on the driver's side and the passenger side in the SP2, but the SP1 has only one windshield that is in the passenger side, and there is no need to put another windshield for the passenger side because there is no passenger right next to you. So that's cool. So the windshield is called virtual windshield. So it is there so that the driver doesn't get blown away by the wind completely, as the windshield just deflects at least some of the wind that would be hitting to the driver's face if we had no windshield. So it is there to protect the driver. So I can't tell you if it really makes any difference, but Ferrari says that it may. So if you actually drive it, then only you can say if there is any difference. The weights of the two cars are also different. The SP1 has 1,500 kilograms. The SP2 has 1,520 kilograms. Because of the added weights of the passenger side seat and the passenger side windshield. So I think that's it, guys. That's the review of the Ferrari Monza SP1 and Ferrari Monza SP2. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the Ferrari SP1 and SP2. Nah, no problem about the SPs. Anyways, I'll see you next time.